Hello everybody and welcome back to Ascetic New Super Mario Bros. Wii. For those of you just joining us and aren't quite sure what an Ascetic run is, go ahead and check that description. Anyway, this one is a bit later than usual because these levels were a bit hard to record. I'm not going to dwell too much more time on this intro, but as you'll see, I'll just point out all the different little hard things with some of these levels. Anyway, let's get started. Okay, so 81 lives, we're starting World 3-1. And yeah, I just had to get the propeller suit for this one. I'll explain why going forward. Mostly for that part, really, but I mean, that part is easy enough to deal with without the suit. It's just really difficult, and you really have to just take your time, be careful, and watch out for the penguins when they're on the rebound. But so far, this one does seem manageable without the suit, but hey, you're all going to see in a little while. Anyway. It's been so long since I've actually, recorded one of these. This video is just the, compilation of, 3 separate recording sessions across months. It's kind of ridiculous, but yes, this part in particular, I don't know, the first half of the level, it seems fine to do normally, but right here, I truly believe it's impossible unless you have the propeller suit. Maybe somebody better than me could prove me wrong, but I just really don't see it, unless you're a pro with triple jumping. But yeah, the coins are just too close together to really be able to dodge them, in my opinion. Well, at least earlier on, right there. And see, right here, this is another place. I guess one could argue you can land on the little pillars in between the coins, but I tried that, and Mario's hitbox, even while small, is big enough that he's always going to grab at least one coin. And then you have these little jumps right here. Like I said, maybe well-timed triple jumps could help you out there, but yeah. So I really had no choice but to use the propeller suit there. Not proud of what I had to do, but hey, I did it. And now onward to World 3-2. And this one I managed to do without a propeller suit. Oh boy. But this one was really tough. And I'm just so proud of myself. This is probably my greatest moment on camera ever. Just right here. Cause see, I guess you could say I was frozen with fear. Huh? 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 Yeah. But yeah, Ice Brothers, they just intimidate the hell out of me. I mean, I guess, they're just intimidating enemies in a 2D Mario game. I mean, them and Fire Brothers, they're just, ooh man, they're just scary all the time. But yeah, I was just waiting for the right moment to go across. I guess logic would dictate it probably would have been easier had I just, stood rather close to him and waited for him to jump up and then just run underneath them, but you can never really gauge how far he's gonna throw those ice balls at you. It's just scary. It's just really scary to deal with. But yep. That was just so sick. I screamed like a little girl when I managed to do that. It was it was just such an amazing moment for me. Jumping off a bullet bill he had frozen in midair and using that to jump over him. Wow. That was sick. But yeah, the rest of the level past that point is normal fare. You just want to be careful of an especially tricky moment with some bullet bills. Sort of closer to the end of the stage, as you'll be seeing relatively soonish. Or well, as you can see in action right... Wait, I might have already passed a moment where that happened and I wasn't paying attention, but yeah, when two bullet bills collide, like they're coming at each other from opposite directions, instead of just canceling each other out as they would in like Super Mario World, they'll just bounce off of each other and one will go slightly higher while one will go slightly lower. And that can really screw you up if you're not like careful. Like if you're trying to duck underneath one, like you could actually end up like getting hit if they, like if one of them decides to go slightly lower. So yeah. Another ice bro, just frozen with fear. I already used that pun. I'm just a bad human being, I guess. Yeah, I was just so stressed out right here. There's really no need to be. All you gotta do is just wait for him to get as high as possible and run underneath. For the most part, I was just waiting for the screen to empty of bullet bills. And past that point, it's just normal stuff. By which I mean the end of the frickin' level. So yep, that was World 1-2. Like I said, not all that hard, and I guess I probably could have walked under that first ice brother, but I was just too scared. So now this is World 3-3, and this level I just feel was truly impossible, namely right here. Like I tried duck jumping to get under the coins and it wasn't working out. Like even when I was pixel perfect, I would always grab that leftmost coin. So yeah. Plus there's like an even trickier spot later on with like a very thin corridor and just tons of Goombas, and I just don't think that level is even possible to beat in an ascetic fashion. Likewise with the ghost house of this world, because of this situation right here. Like you have all the coins across the little tightrope that you need to like just navigate across. You're always going to grab coins doing that. Even if you try to enter this place with the propeller suit, there's even later on areas where you can't like land and you absolutely have to grab onto the rope. So yeah, that level you're always going to get coins no matter what you try to do. So that's 2 levels in a row, impossible to complete in an ascetic fashion, but I think in World 2 we already sort of came to the conclusion that doing a pure ascetic run is kind of impossible in this game. Now the fortress for this world is also impossible to me. Like the only reason I'm showing off footage is just so I can argue my case, whereas with the previous 2 levels, like it's just impossible. I honestly don't see how it could be completed. Whereas in this level, I guess it could if there was somebody better than me, but I don't know. Like I said, I'm going to argue my case. This first half right here, simple stuff. Just gotta, you know, be careful with your jumps. Don't jump too high and don't hit those little sparky things. So yeah, that was easy enough. This area right here though is where I think it's impossible because of these coins. I truly don't think you can jump through them without grabbing at least one because of Mario's hitbox. And let's just say you actually are able to navigate through those gaps in the coins. You have to watch out for about 8 freaking dry bones all walking back and forth in one area. And I don't think like even the best player could get through that unscathed. But like I said, you know, maybe somebody will prove me wrong. Who knows? So anyway, World 3-4. Once again, relying on the propeller suit because of one area in particular that is actually like literally impossible without it. Believe me, I tried. But I still sort of treated this like a, you know, normal level. I wasn't using the propeller suit to cheese through the level. So, yay, I guess I have some kind of... I don't know what I was trying to go with there, but right here, I really don't think you can do that without the propeller suit. But other than that, everything else for this level, smooth sailing. Also, this is like a little special level in the sense that it has a normal exit and a secret exit. And the secret exit is the one you're always going to find first. Because yeah, there's a switch in the overworld that activates like those red blocks, and like either way, you're never going to get the normal exit in this level in an ascetic fashion because it's right here. I mean, you have to have already hit the red switch, and you know, like even if you're doing this without the red switch to get the normal exit, I mean the secret exit, but see, yeah, right there, that's where the normal exit is, that red pipe down below and all those coins. Yeah, you're never going to get through there, so you're never going to get the actual normal exit for this level. But yeah, even if you were going through this without the you know, red switches activated, you would still need the propeller suit to get through that little valley with those coins, and you would not be able to get the normal exit no matter what. So yeah, bittersweet level right here, but at least I managed to get it done. Just simple stuff from here on out. You never want to use a POW block, never. That almost ended in catastrophe. Thankfully it didn't. And that is the secret exit.
This way.
Fun fact, I am also actively editing this video while doing post-commentary. That's kind of weird, actually. But alright, anyway, onward to World 3-5. This is a freaking tough one. This is another one where you're always going to get the... Is it the normal exit first? I mean, the secret exit first and then the normal exit? But either way, it's possible to do this with or without the red blocks. I just use the red blocks in this go through because, you know, less stress. But yeah, that's the only time I ever use it, right there. Otherwise, you want to actually use your little propeller block to go up in between that gap with the coins and the blocks and land directly on those question mark blocks. It's possible. I managed to do it quite a few times. But yeah, like I said, I just used the red blocks just to relieve some stress. Now this part is really tricky because like you just want to be absolutely perfect with that, and you never want to jump on the rotating block when you're this high. You just want to keep walking off the edge. And that is how you choke. So yeah, this is me actually managing to succeed right there. It was just so stressful. So stressful. And then when you're right here... Yeah, oh yeah, okay, so that was the normal exit first. And that little screen right there was easy enough to deal with. Now, actually getting the secret exit, which is what you need to advance if you're playing through the game normally. Yeah, you just keep the red blocks activated, and then you enter up here. Now, getting the secret exit, I truly believe, is impossible in an ascetic fashion, as you will see very shortly. That was just my own negligence right there, but I was operating thinking like, you know what, this will just be my practice run, and then when I get a feel for it, then I'll start trying to like actually do it. But yeah, even right there, that was my own negligence. That's easy enough to deal with. We're not getting to the impossible area just yet, but you know, so far one might think, oh, this looks normal, this looks easy, this looks manageable. And then you get to right here. Okay, yep, right there. I just don't see it. You have all those coins and the Paracoopas and... No. I honestly, truly don't see it. Like, you're always going to get at least one coin. Even the star coin, it's... I don't know. I truly don't know. But yeah, this is a bit of a bittersweet world. Just so many things you can't do in an ascetic fashion. Including the frickin' castle. Like, this will just dash your hopes immediately. And yeah, I know I'm just killing the enemies and grabbing coins, but I'm about to just show my case right here. Okay, maybe it is possible to reach that ledge without getting a coin or that dry bone, but I don't see it. And then right here, like, you have to jump up in that alcove to avoid the dry bones, but Mario's hitbox is too big and he's always going to grab both of those coins. And you have to go like to the maximum height of that alcove to allow the dry bones to pass under you. And let's say you do manage to make it past there. You have to deal with this snake, and that single coin right there, I don't think it's possible to get through that without grabbing it. Maybe if you had a propeller suit, but that's implying you can make it through that first section with the propeller suit. And then you have these coins right here that are just really hard to dodge, and let's say you actually do manage to make it through there. You have to deal with that. Yeah. So like I said, a bit of a bittersweet world. I only managed to do, what, 3 levels in a truly ascetic fashion? Was it? Holy crap, I think it was 3. Oh no, well, 4. Or 3.5, you know, if you want to say like, well, I managed to find 1 exit, so that's a half. But yeah, whatever. Anyway, next time we're going to try World 4. Maybe things will be easier to accomplish there, maybe not. But one can always stay optimistic. So, thank y'all for watching. Have a great day and see you next time for some more of this here Ascetic, new Super Mario Brothers. We kind of forgot what I was going with there, but alright, goodbye.